Blessed day, beloved. Blessed day, anywhere you are following me around the world. Thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate that you are making time to listen to us, to engage with us, and send your questions. So I've made a summary of some major questions which I've received, which are more relevant to the people that qualify for my kind of guidance and assistance. Because there are a lot of requests, yes, but I don't qualify for all of them. I must be honest. So now, without wasting much of your time, this is your first time that you're watching us. Please do not forget to like, to subscribe, and to comment. And if you already subscribed, thank you very much. Don't forget as well to share the video. And I want to talk about the major issues that are stressing male and female. And especially I'm targeting the generation between 30 to 60. And today, our major topic of today is identity, purpose, and meanings. I want us to talk about our identity. I want us to talk about our purpose in life and the meanings of us being around. So I believe with this topic, you might find yourself as well. We start with our first point, which is identity. So people are asking themselves a question: am I living authentically? And you might be one of those who are asking yourself such a question: am I living authentically? And it's important now that we assist you in understanding what it means to live authentically. So according to my notes, which I've made for your sake, one, you need to explore your inner value and intuitions. What resonates deeply with your soul? Align your actions with your authentic self, even if it differs from societal expectations. So I'm inviting you at this stage to explore your inner value and intuitions. What are your values as a person? What are your intuition telling you as a person? And what is deeply resonates with your soul? What makes you comfortable? What makes you at ease? What pleases you in simplest words? And you need to align your actions with your values, even if it differs from societal expectations. I'll give you an example. We were born during a generation where belonging to a certain religion was a family thing. And when your family believe in a certain belief, you cannot go astray. But some of us from early age, we claimed our emancipation to our beliefs. And we've been provided with that. I didn't care about what people thought about me. There was a stage where people call me all the name that you know, witchcraft, satanist, whatever you call it. And today, some of these people are coming to seek assistance from me. They are coming to seek help from me. It's because I didn't want to live my life based on how society was expecting me to live. No. What are your values? Are your actions aligned themselves to your values? What puts your soul at ease? What connects with it? That is how you live authentically. You need to be you. You don't need to be there to conform. No. You need to be unique. You need to be you. That is the authenticity. I'm not shy. I'm not afraid to put my face out there and say, I believe in Kemetism. I believe in my ancestors. I believe in the gods of my ancestor, on the gods of the land. So those are the kind of things which, as people, we need first to answer when you are asking yourself if you are living authentically. If you are living an hypocrite life, live it. If you feel that wherever you are right now, you don't belong there, you are there to please other people. You are there because the congregation gonna speak, because the family gonna say something, because the community gonna judge you, because at work they're gonna judge you, because whatever. If you are living that fake life, you're not living authentically. That is your answer. But if you're the kind of lifestyle you're having, if in this particular moment that you are listening to me, you are living the kind of life which you desire to live, being good. You are living an authentic life. So I believe on this first point, you got your answer. And the second one is, what is my true purpose in life? You are asking yourself such questions. What is your true purpose in life? And how do you find out about your true purpose in life? What Maa't tells you, purpose is often revealed through the unfolding of your unique gifts and passion in service to others. It's a journey of discovery, not a fixed destination. I'm repeating. Purpose is often revealed through the unfolding of the unique gifts and passions in services to others. It's a journey of discovery, not a fixed destination. A lot of these questions are coming. Master, what is my purpose in life? Purposes is very clear. Is often revealed through the unfold of your unique gifts. What are your unique gifts? What makes you unique compared to all of us? And your passions. What are you passionate about? What kind of service are you passionate to render to others? What are easy for you to render to others? He said that is a journey in which you discover yourself. First, I thought I was gifted. I didn't know that I was called. I challenged to embrace my gift, then I decided to embrace my gift. I didn't know that it was a journey to my calling. 35 years later. I'm talking to a spiritualist master. When I was young, I was searching for my purpose. Yes. I wanted to know what was my purpose in life. I started doing business. I was very young, at age 14 already. I'm still doing business up to now. But I discovered my purpose, my spiritual mission. So whatever other business interests I have cannot deter me from my responsibility and my duty as a spiritual master. What is your mission and purpose? I'm showing you the way to discover it, and I'm repeating. Purpose often revealed through the unfolding of your unique gift. We got unique gift. Even me as a master, I'm surrounded by gifted people and called people with their specificity. That's why I'm a master. Also, I have my uniqueness. It's a spiritual field where I can go deeper compared to my other counterparts. Where I got more knowledge compared to my other counterparts. Where I can solve problems compared to my other counterparts. And you need to be passionate to render other services without being asked, without purpose, without goal. When I'm talking to you, when I'm teaching to you this, I'm not asking you to pay. Neither you to follow. I'm empowering you, I'm awakening. Once you feel like I'm the right person that can assist you resolving your problem, you come into contact with me. If you're not convinced, you don't come into contact with me. What are you passionate about? And how far are you ready to embark into this journey and take it? Because some people believe spirituality is like an ambulance, an emergency. When you fail everywhere, you can just come and help. Then they get deceived, they get disappointed. Spirituality is not an ambulance, it's a lifestyle. I always said it. You need to be a spiritual being. You need to live spirituality. You need to live Maa't. Yes, you need to live Maa't. You need to live by order, by justice, by fairness, by honesty. You need to have balance. And Maa't always can be the kind of best advice I give to people to follow because it's very easy and adaptive to work coherence for social cohesion. We'll go to our third questions. Am I making a meaningful contribution to the world? You surely are asking yourself such a question. Am I making a meaningful contribution to the world? I understand. I truly understand that. And now you are asking yourself before I start answering you. Am I making a meaningful contribution to the world? Before you ask yourself that question, such a question, inside you, what are you telling yourself so far? What are you doing? What are you doing for the world? I want to understand. What are you doing? If you want to learn, let go. What my answer said through my notes. Every act of kindness, compassion, and presence has a ripple effect. Your unique contribution, however small it may seem, is valuable. I'm repeating, every act of kindness, compassion, and presence has a ripple effect. Your unique contribution, however small it may seem, is valuable. Everything in your life has come out of interest. You cannot do anything for free. Even if a friend, a relative asks you to go and render them a service, even if it is a place of funeral, you want to be paid. You want to be rewarded. You know money more than everyone else. You need money more than everyone else. You are clever more than everyone else. And then you are asking yourself a question. If you are making a meaningful contribution to the world, you are stressing people. You need first to start changing. Yes, I know the world did disappoint us. I know people are ungrateful. I agree with you. I'm not denying that fact. I understand you have tried your best, and people are not repaying. Basically, are not repaying. No, you go. You know, every action is ripple. You are rip. It might not be through the same people that you are assisting, but it can be via other ways, which is related to your personal interest. Now, if you want to make a meaningful impact in this world, if you want to make a contribution to this world, it doesn't need you to impact the masses. Save someone's life. It can be through advice and teaching the way I'm doing it. It can be through your own experience based on the circumstances. Show action of compassion and kindness. It doesn't need to be people you know. It doesn't need to be an action that can be known by people that you did. There are people assist in my life, they never meet me. They never see. Some of them, they only saw me on TV or on their phones, on their computers. Compassion and kindness, no border, no race. Because when you want to make an impactful contribution, you need to make it in the society around you, not in the society, the imaginary society, no? The society around you is the world that today is a village. People, they can be all over the world. You can impact in their life based on what you can do for them. People are watching me. They're not all of them in Africa, neither in South Africa where I am. They are all over Africa. They are all over the world. And people contact me for service. They come from all over the world. And we build the bond and brotherhood. So for you to make an impact, open up to the community of the world. Take your gift, put it available to others. Your gift does not need to be spiritual. Your gift does not need to be spiritual. It can be amongst your talent, your skill, even your career. You can be in a position of influence or authority that can positively impact in other people's life through your words, your signature, your action. You are gifted with that position. People always confuse gift with spiritual gift. The word gift does not come necessary or does not mean necessary spirituality. So you take it in a context. When they say you are gifted, you can be gifted with wisdom, with intellect, with strength, with long life, with a beautiful body, with material. You can be gifted with a skill, with education, with opportunities. So gifts are more broader than people tend to narrow them. I can never name all of them because we got unique one. As you are listening to me, might be gifts that I need as well in life to assist me. So I believe in that aspect, and on that point, you understand. We'll go to the next one. How I achieve what I thought I'll be by this age. That is a pressure that affects everyone. When you are growing up, you tend like wrestling with yourself. But there was a time where we neglected and play around thinking we got time, forgetting that the trend of time is progressing. Now, this is a question. Have I achieved what I thought I'll be at this age? You know what you needed to be. And you know where you are. Surely, if you are following my teaching and always watch my videos, you may have an idea of what leads you where you are. But now, my note, what did my note provide for you? Release rigid timeless and expectation. Life unfolds in its own rhythm. Focus on the present moment and the lesson learned along the way. I'm repeating. Release rigid timelines and expectations. Life unfolds in its own rhythm. Focus on the present moment and the lesson learned along the way. Now, you know where you wanted to. You know what blocked you. When you are looking at it, you cannot go back and change the past, but you're in control of the present and the future. Release whatever is holding you in the past because it's blocking you from progressing. Yes, I understand you might be watching me in the street, you are homeless. You might be watching me, you are squattering by a relative, by a friend's home, by a former employee, by a colleague home, by a neighbor home, by a stranger and acquaintance. You might be watching me today where you don't even know where your next bread will come from. You might be watching me today where you're in a comfort zone and don't see any danger coming to you. But I want you to learn from me. I want you to take steps and prevent from the past to recurring, from what is not yet happening to you to come to you. Because life is a cycle. We all go through certain stage and experience. We don't have gray hair for nothing. We don't have this age for nothing. We have endure and survive and rise above certain obstacles. So now when they say release, let go of uninformed, inexperienced, gift, expectations, ambitions, goal, which you didn't have much information around, but you set yourself aside. You didn't build up enough means, but you set it. You set it. For example, you say by age, so I want to be in this position. But when you reach that age, you didn't meet the expectation because by the time you're making those commitments, you didn't follow them. I remember I was, I think, 16 or 17 years old. I'd been disturbed by an old man who wanted to use his age to ridiculous me. And I didn't take it. I told him, he was in his 40s, I told him, at your age, I will never have your lifestyle. I'll be much better than you. Because the man was not even living in his house, was still living by his parents' house. When I told him that, I was between 16 and 17. I didn't just say it and pass. I was working at 17 after my second one. So I go up. When I was in my 40s, I think I remember this story. I was either 41 or 42. I was laughing at myself because there was nothing compared to him. Completely nothing compared to him. I was much, 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 much far better. So I made it my goal because I planned. You might be having a goal, but if there's no proper planning, what will happen? You might set yourself a timeline, but if there's no proper planning, if there's no sufficient information, what will happen? Now I'm advising you simply that you let go, release the past, let deal and focus with the present and the future. What didn't work yesterday can be fixed and work tomorrow. What is giving you a challenge today can be fixed and tomorrow have it function. The success that you want to enjoy need to be start working upon today. So if you feel that you are ready, if you understand that you need to invest in your reconstruction, your spiritual restoration, if you feel that is the right time to get spiritual guidance, spiritual assistance and support through your journey, don't hesitate to contact us. We are here for you. We go to the next question. What are my values? Am I living in alignment? I'm repeating the questions. What are my values? And am I living in alignment with them? You might be asking yourself a question right now that what are my values? Am I aligning with my values? Am I living in alignment with them? What are those values? Maybe you never thought about it. Maybe it's just happening now that the awakening is happening. Because this question I'm pointing is only for people awakening. So the awakening is happening. You start asking yourself pertinent questions. Maybe you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. That is when your spirit and your soul wake up now. You start asking yourself questions. And you're questioning your values. What are your values? Because you realize that when you're looking back at the past, there's nothing identifying you. Now you want to find out what are your values. What was my note after making the resume? Regularly reflect on your core beliefs. When your action align with your values, you experience greater inner peace and integrity. Regularly reflect on your core beliefs. When your actions align with your values, you experience greater inner peace and integrity. What do you believe in? A lot of people are failing to explain that. They don't understand what they believe in. What is the purpose of what they believe in? What you believe in? What have affected a lot of people is because people become more focused on material, on ephemeral things, short-lived things, than their values. I want to understand what are your values? What you believe in? Start identifying what you believe in. And now check. if your beliefs align with your actions. Because if your belief and your values, they are aligned, you're going to have peace of mind. You see people, with certain people, they do things which you personally disagree upon, with, but them, they are very comfortable and they continue. It's because these people have managed to identify their values and they align their action with their values. They align their values with their beliefs. Once they align that, then they're peace. You can stress about them, you can discuss, you can gossip. They don't care. My value and my belief are aligned. That's why peace. You can read it from a peace. That's why I have integrity. What you believe in and what are your values. Are they aligned? If you can't find a solution on your own, you can't find the answer on your own, you got my contact. You know how to contact for my services. And I'm here to assist. We are going to the next one before last. Yes, we are going to the next one before last. Am I experiencing a midlife crisis or just a period of reevaluation? Am I experiencing a mid-class crisis or just a period of reevaluation? What is your answer to that? Because you are the one who going through that. They can give it a lot of word, middle class, a midlife crisis, reevaluation. But what is the truth? Let's see what my note tells you. This can be a powerful term of transformation and growth. Embrace the opportunity to shed old beliefs and create a more conscious future. I'm repeating. This can be a powerful time of transformation and growth. Embrace the opportunity to shed old beliefs and create a more conscious future. When you call it, either you call it a mid-life crisis or a revaluation, as in spirituality, we call it the awakening. That's why we say it's a very important moment of transformation and growth. At that moment that you are awakening, your spirit is searching now for enlightenment. You need to share all the past failure because when acting in the past, you are not awakened. Science can give it its name. In spirituality, that is the stage of awakening. When one starts questioning everything they've done before they come to their realization, we can call it reevaluation, we can call it midlife crisis. In spiritual terms, we call it awakening. Your soul and spirit awakening from the illusion of the past and focusing the present and the future. And we're going to our last one. What will my legacy be? You ask yourself if you have a legacy to leave behind, to pass on. You only have the answer. What kind of legacy you have to pass on or to leave behind? But what is might not concluded after going deep through various. Your true legacy lies in the lives you give, the connection you forge, and the positive impact you have on the lives around you. I'm repeating. Your true legacy lies in the lives you give, the connection you forge, and the positive impact you have on the lives around you. That's what I said. Only you have the answer. Do you give love? What kind of love do you give to whom? What kind of connection are you forging? What kind of impact do you have on those living around you? That is your legacy. It's for you to answer that. Please, thank you for watching us. And if you love our presentation, our explanation, please like, subscribe, share, comment, ask your questions. We select them. He's your humble servant, Moloko Spiritualist. Keep well. See you on our next episode. Thank you very much.